guys, you're here with us, Katie and Amelia from Girls Like Gossip, and today we're joined with Tyler Hilton.
Hi.
So how are you feeling? Are you excited for tonight?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
What has been your favourite gig so far since you've started your tour?
Well, I haven't really done that many. I was at London, Dublin, and that was it. Are the only two I've done on the tour yet. So of those two, like, I don't know, Dublin was exciting because it was my first one, but London was the biggest headlining show I've ever had. And it was like, I don't know, maybe 600 people or something. So it was really cool, you know, so that was really exciting. But I don't know how tonight's going to be. Last time I was here, and those other two cities, I was opening it for Boyce Avenue, so it'll be fun to see.
Yeah, but it's nice, like, having your own headline tour as opposed to...
Well, it's cool because last time I didn't know if anyone would know who I am or what the vibe is, and tonight I know like a lot of people are coming and I can play a lot of songs from the record, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think some people just came to see me like they do sometimes, and I only sang like 4 or 5 songs the last time, so sing more today.
So as you said, is it nice to come here on your own instead of being just a support act for Boyce Avenue?
It is, but it was also, I like both because that way it was fun because there's a lot of fans, way more than just mine, and so that's really cool, and I get to meet a lot of people that, you know, have no idea what my music is, and I like hanging out with Boyce Avenue. They're friends of mine, so it's like summer camp.
What would you say is your favourite song to perform then?
You know, it kind of changes every night. I probably overall my favorite is Loaded Gun. I really like playing that one. So.
That's a good song. Would you say that's your favourite on the album?
I think maybe Leave Him might be my favorite on the record. Leave Him or Loaded Gun. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I really do like them all. It's like hard to pick, but somewhere between Leave Him and Loaded Gun.
I'd say mine's Missing You.
Yeah.
Missing You?
I really like your last for me as well. That's a good song.
Cool.
I love all of them though.
Hey. That's
So,
cool.
we can tell you're really passionate for music. What made you want to get into it in the first place?
I didn't really have a choice. I like, it's all I do, and it's all I like to do, and it was kind of like, if I did anything else, I don't know if I would be happy. So I didn't really even make the conscious choice. I just was doing it and doing it and doing it. And then in high school, before I had a chance to, like, you know, that time in college where you have to make a decision, what do I want to do when I grow up? By the time I was in high school, I was playing in coffee houses, and then I got signed right after high school, so it just kind of kept going. But I was so into it all through, you know, elementary school and high school, and I was just like I would just like lay awake being like, I have to be a musician. I just loved it, you know.
We could tell when we saw you on the Boyce Avenue tour that you really loved being up on the stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you were so good as well. But moving on to One Tree Hill now, obviously it was a big part of your career.
Yeah.
What would you say your reaction was to when you found out it was ending?
It was sad, and it was funny because it was almost like, you know, hearing that like a relative that you don't see that often, but you used to see a lot, is like passing away or something. Like, I was like, oh, that's like really a bummer. But you know, I hadn't been on the show in like 5 years, but I was like maybe kind of sad, and I wondered how all my friends were doing on the show. But then when they called me and said, you want to be a part of the last season, I was like, yeah, that'd be so fun, because I always wanted to come back, and they always wanted me to come back, but it never worked out. So we just kind of left it go, and I said at some point I'll do it before it ends. So when I heard it was the last one, I was like, man, I gotta do this.
I was really upset.
Really?
So I followed it from the start. And I was just like, oh my god, it's ended.
Would you have kept watching it if it kept going?
You should.
Wow.
You should say to carry on for another season.
When I was on the set, I was like, does anyone else not want this to end now that I'm back? Can we just keep doing this for like 5 years? Because they kept asking me before, and I was like, well, you know, I'm doing music and this and that. But now I've been like, shit, I wish I had stayed on, because you know, I had so much fun in the last season. I was like, I wish I had kept doing it, you know.
So did you enjoy the character you played then?
So much. So much.
I loved your character.
What's that?
I loved your character.
You did? I loved playing that character so much. I had forgotten how much I loved it. And I kind of thought it was just a one-note character. You know, like, how much can you do with it until the last season? And they did all this stuff, and I was like, man, I would love to keep playing this character in different situations. So, yeah, it was, you know, it was good. I like it.
If you could be any other character from the show, who would you be?
I would be, someone just asked me this, and I was just doing a One Tree Hill, like, festival kind of thing with Chad and Michael Murray this weekend in France, and they had asked me who I would be. They asked us both who we would be, And I've always thought his character was great. I always thought Lucas Scott would be great. If I could be another character, it'd probably be him. I don't think he'd do it as well as him. He does it so great. But they'd asked him separately, like, what character would be? He'd be like, Chris Keller. If I could do any character. But they're just two well-written characters, you know. I just think Lucas is like a really cool character.
So who would you say you're the closest to from the cast then?
Probably, of the whole cast, I would probably say I'm closest to Lee Norris, who plays Mouth. We've been really close for a long time, and we probably stayed in touch the best, and we're the most similar. His wife and my girlfriend and he are good friends too. And but also Chad and I are really close, and Sophia and I are really close. I love Austin Nichols a lot. We got really close. Stephen Colletti. It was kind of, I just got really close to a lot of people there, but probably Lee the most.
So now for a quick fire round of Would You Rather. So basically you've just got
I'm
to
ready.
ask which one would you rather do?
Okay. So we spend the whole time we're in the car doing Would You Rather questions pretty much. And so I want to see how yours sized up to his. Because his are pretty good too. And they started asking a good one, and so I wanted, all right.
So would you rather travel 100 years into the past or the future?
Future. I would be too curious. I know what happened in the past. I mean, I'd rather travel to the past because it seems really cool, but I would be in the past going, shit.
Do you get to stay there?
Oh, how long?
I'd say yeah.
Yeah, you had to say that.
Past?
Get to stay in the past?
Yeah.
Why? Because you don't know what the future's going to be like.
Exactly, it could be horrible.
Ooh. Alright, so if I get to stay there in the past, if it's only for like
The future
a
might
day,
be like...
I'll do the future for a day.
The future might be like, the world might be governed by like Dion Roy or something.
Oh, jeez.
So that wouldn't be good.
Oh my god. Okay.
So would you rather have all the money in the world or all the fame in the world?
Fame. Oh, shit. Money, for sure. Money or fame? Yeah.
It's worth.
Well, what would you do with all the
It
fame?
means you're completely financially motivated.
No, but I don't do it to be famous either. I do it because I like music. But if I don't have the money in the world, I can do any kind of music I want and go anywhere and play. If I was famous, I'd be like, everyone knows me, and I'm still begging for
Yeah,
money.
but if you weren't famous, even if you had all the money in the world, then you'd have to pay people to come to your shows.
No, I could still be talented and rich. They're not saying talented, they're saying famous.
Talented or rich?
Talented or rich? Talented. But this is famous. We're talking about like Kardashian famous. So like, who knows? But,
Talented for the next 10 years of your life, or lose all your talent?
Wait. Why? Talented for the next 10 years? Or...
And then you die.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh no, I'd rather live with no talent. This is how it goes, right? Okay. This is their show. You have an internet show, you can do this. Okay.
So would you rather be 3 feet tall or 8 feet tall?
Oh, that's a good one too. 8 feet tall.
That's a lie, you love midgets.
That's hilarious. I do love midgets. They're not midgets, they're little people. Yeah, 8 feet tall.
Okay, so would you rather gig once a year to a massive audience or gig every day?
To a small audience.
That's a good question.
Well, right now I'm at the end of a tour and I can't wait to go home. So like, I'll probably say like once a year, but at the beginning of the year I'd be like every day for one person. I don't care who's there, but probably once a year for a massive audience. That would be really fun. God, these are tough.
They're good.
They're good.
So, seeing as you've done both TV and music, would
And if you want to interject one follow-up to any of these, you can. Do you know what I'm saying? One, it can't be back and forth now, but one kind of petition. Okay.
So would you rather live without music or TV?
Listening or like I can't be on TV or can't play music?
You can't do anything. But like,
To do with that?
yeah.
Easy.
Wait, you mean I can't? Oh, I would rather do without TV. All right, yeah. Is that what you're saying? Like can't watch TV? Yeah. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Wait a minute. But maybe in the TV shows there's music playing in the background.
Be on TV.
No, that's cheating.
Well,
That's cheating.
TV shows have music. On.
Eradicate music from the world or eradicate TV from the world?
Whoa, eradicate TV.
All day.
Okay.
So thank you very much for that. That was Tyler Hilton. Be sure to check out his music and stay tuned.
Hey guys, this is Tyler Hilton with my girls on Girls Like Gossip. Oh my god.